Hey everyone, welcome to Keeping Life Simple, a channel dedicated to maximizing happiness and improving productivity. I wanted to give you guys a quick video. I know I've been out for a while. I've had a lot of good things go on that have kept me busy, and a lot of bad things going on that have required me to kind of sit down, re-hone myself, and kind of focus on what's important for the current moments. Wanted to give you this video because actually my current situation has allowed me to remember and then start to practice techniques from an old book that I was given during my time doing door-to-door sales. So the book is by Og Mandino, O-G-M-A-N-D-I-N-O, called The Greatest Salesman in the World. Basically, backstory on the book. There's this guy, very successful. And this is a long time ago. I can't recall exactly if it's BC or like really early AD. But there's this guy, one of like the most successful people like of that time period. He's nearing his death, ending his career, and he's just donating all of his wealth away, giving it to those in need, villages, helping the government the villages do whatever they need to do. But he has this really loyal assistant who's been by his side his entire career, never questioned, always did as told. So he's sitting there and he's just like, yo, you're giving away all this wealth. I like manage your funds. I know there's nothing left in here for me. Like, what's going on? I've been by your side. You're giving it all away. You know, I'm not trying to be rude, but I feel like I deserve something. So the guy says, to you, I entrust my most valued possessions, that which has enabled me to earn all of this. So he gives the guy a map and all these directions. He goes through this convoluted process, gets this chest, opens it up, and inside of it there are 10 scrolls. Basically, when you read the book, you're reading it for these 10 scrolls. Each scroll is called the scroll marked in 1 through 10. First scroll basically tells you, you're undertaking a new path in life and gives you tools on how to use the scrolls. You read them 3 times a day, first thing in the morning, about middle of the day when you're eating, and then at the end of the day before you go to sleep. And I apologize if the camera's getting a little shaky there. But yeah, 3 times a day. In there is a scroll that's really pertinent to me right now, and I feel is pertinent to everyone, no matter what you're doing, sales, living life, because basically in this book, all you have to do is replace the word sales with whatever, and you're golden. But it's a scroll marked 6, and it starts off, today I'll be master of my emotions. And it's really interesting. In this, he covers emotions, or talks about emotions as if they were the tide of the sea. Basically, every day the tide will rise and the tide will fall based on the moon. But no matter what, every day the tide will rise, the tide will fall. It just varies by how much. The tide is never stagnant. Our emotions are the same way. So he teaches kind of like this duality concept in terms of how to take your current emotions and either humble yourself in that moment or take your current emotions and uplift yourself in that moment. So he goes through and says, if I'm feeling, all powerful, I will try to stop the wind, which I think is actually a really eloquent way of wording that. If I'm feeling wealthy, I will think of one mouth that went unfed. If I'm depressed, I will sing. If I feel sad, I will think of times of strength. And really goes through and just kind of gives you points on the duality to everything, which I feel is important to everyone, no matter what you're going through. Similar to in a previous video where I referenced Gary Vaynerchuk, he talks about how if things are really great, they will get shitty. If things suck, they will get better. Nothing is ever forever in terms of how your emotions feel. And even Og Mandino, this book is old as heck. He even talks about how those who are emotionally constant won't be as successful as those who kind of go through this ebb and flow and learn to master the emotions just for other reasons. And I really recommend, you can Google this. The book is like free online from every website ever. Scroll mark 6, like 3.5 pages, really good. I'm reading that 3 times a day myself, working to get to the master of my emotions. But I just really wanted to cover that. You will have great times, and great times will turn bad. You will have bad times, but bad times will turn great. Learning how to master those is key. When in the concept of duality behind that, there's good in every bad, there's bad in every good. You can learn to overcome anything, and you can do it. So wanted to give you that quick video on a Thursday. I feel like I'm sweating because it's pretty hot in my car. I'm going to cut it off here, and as always,
Straight, living like the ending was beginning with a getaway. Another day, another dollar, we just trying to get a day and pull a whole decade within a day. Promise you my penny straight, straight enough to 95, hard away, penetrating, open up a lane if they don't give a lane. Lanes open bigger for that Range Rover Riv. I'm trying to open up the hood and put a name on that engine. If it go misunderstood, I remain on my pivot for a steering wheel draped in the vision. Cause all we know is Range Rover Riv. Corner store signature.